Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, Appalachian Home Co. So in today's video, I'm so excited. I'm going to be using my laser cutter to make some wood projects. I'm going to show you guys what kind of projects you can do on this machine. So I thought you might enjoy coming along with me and seeing how I make some of this tiered tray decor. These are so cute and they turned out so good using the xTool laser cutter. I've used it before in a couple videos, and some of my projects didn't turn out so great. I didn't really know how to set it up perfectly, but now I have all the belts adjusted and everything set up perfectly. So this machine is running so smoothly. Here are some of the items that I've been able to make with it. As far as tiered tray decor, I also made a wooden round that I hung on my door with the xTool as well. I'm just going to show you how I set up my machine and the process of cutting these out. And also I painted these, so you can see these are super cute. I love the way they turned out. I have some 4th of July theme decor, and I also have this bee theme decor. You can see how good these turned out. This turned out super crisp and clear, and even on this honeycomb pattern. But I have this little sunflower, I have this little bee happy sun, and this little honey spoon that I'll cut out on the machine. And I'm gonna leave free files for everyone to use. If you have a laser cutter, you can just pop these into your laser cutter program and just cut these out. Or you can use these as SVGs if you just wanna do it that way and just cut out some decals that look like these. You can do that as well. So I'll leave a link to all those free files down in the description. And I'm also going to be taking some photos of my tiered tray decor that I make. I'll probably be putting that on Instagram and maybe on my shop. I'm not sure yet. But this company, NewQ, actually sent me this phone backup hard drive, and this has been a lifesaver for me. I am really loving this product. I'm going to show it to you guys. It's a phone backup hard drive, and it is called a NewQ. I don't know if you've heard of it, but this allowed me to take all the photos off of my phone so that I could film, so that I could take more pictures and edit them without filling up my phone so fast with tons of pictures. This is a 1 terabyte storage, so this holds thousands and thousands and thousands of pictures, hundreds of thousands of pictures, and thousands of videos. So I'm probably not ever going to need any more storage for my phone, but I'll show you quickly how this works, and then we'll go ahead and get on to making some of these wood products with the laser cutter. The NewQ is super easy to upload to your phone. You just go into Play Store and download the app, search in NewQ HDD, and then just download that to your phone. It's absolutely free. I already have mine installed, so I'm just going to open it. You can also go to the instruction manual and scan this little QR code, and that will take you directly to the app. It's also super easy to hook up to your phone. I'm using this adapter because my phone actually has the lightning cord with it. So I'm plugging in the USB and then plugging in the cord to my phone, and then just plugging the cord into my phone. Now you will be on the home screen of the app. Down at the bottom you can go to album backup. That is how I backed up everything that was on my phone. It searches for everything on your phone, and then you just check which photos, which albums you want to back up, select backup, and it automatically puts that on the device. And then you can go back to your home screen and view all of the pictures, view all of your videos, and if you have any documents or audio, you can view those as well. Down at the bottom where it says HDD, you can go into all of the items that you just backed up. So here's all the folders of everything I have backups for. This is not on my phone, this is on the device. There's also a setting you can go on your phone and actually view everything that is still on your phone. So now these files that I'm looking at are all the files on my phone. You can go into settings, you can clear your cache, or you can go into this backup setting and you can select this option that will actually delete everything off your phone that you already have backed up. If your phone is too full, that is a great option. Just a quick, easy way to get rid of all of your files on your phone. And this feature I love so much because there is a slot for an SD card. I can record videos and take pictures on my camera, pop my card out of my camera and directly into this device, and then I can automatically pull those up on my phone, which allows me to easily take pictures on my camera, upload those to the phone, and then I can post to Instagram and things like that super, super easily. You can also use this device with a laptop or a PC as well. You'll need to use this USB adapter and just plug it into that center slot. You can use the USB in either to charge your device by plugging it into any charger that comes with your phone or any other devices you may have. You can also plug the USB into your laptop, and from there you can look at all the files that you have downloaded or backed up on the NewQ device. You can download images, you can download videos, anything that you have taken off your phone and backed up off your phone, you now have access easily to put on your computer. But definitely check out the NewQ device, and I'll leave a link to it in the description. And thank you to NewQ for sending me this device. Now we're going to go ahead and make some of this decor with the laser cutter. I am using 1/8 inch birch plywood. I got this from Etsy. I'll try to leave a link to it as well down in the description, but it's not that expensive and it worked really well. So I'm using that to make all of these small little pieces. Then we'll be painting them and putting everything together. I have my laser cutter set up outside because it does create fumes when you are cutting. I have a 1/2 inch piece of plywood on the bottom, and I'm using this laser cutting tray. I'll link this. This is from Amazon. It was like $99, but this is so handy. It keeps your materials from catching on fire, and it just makes the cuts prettier. I'm also using my risers that came with my laser cutter to add enough clearance so that my laser is not hitting any of these materials. You just want to check and make sure by moving your laser around that you have plenty of clearance. I'll put a link at the top of the screen for a video that actually shows you how to adjust your laser to cut different materials. So I'm just putting this piece of basswood. This is about 10 inches wide piece of basswood. You want to make sure all the cords are out of the way. And I made these little clips. I found this SVG on Etsy to make these little wooden clips to hold it down material when you're using a laser cutter. And these go perfectly inside this little hexagon pattern, and it just holds down your materials. You just want to make sure that wherever you're cutting, that these little clips are not going to get in the way of your laser. I also have my laptop connected through USB. If you're going to get an xTool D1, it will need to be connected through these cords. It does not work on Wi-Fi, but I don't have to have Wi-Fi out here outside where I'm using it, so I'm just going to hook it to my computer, and I have my files. They're hard to see, but I have my files all ready to go. I use LaserBox Basic is the program that came with my xTool. You can use other programs such as Lightburn, but this is easy. You just open up your project and drag in your SVG. This is the SVG, one of the free ones that I'm going to include for you. And the way I like to size my materials so that I don't do overcuts or make sure that I'm not messing up any of my cuts. My birch plywood is 10 inches, so I just use a converter to convert that to millimeters. And then I draw a box or a rectangle in my program that is a 10 inch or 250 millimeter tall piece of wood. And that way I can arrange these pieces around to fit the best on the area that I'm cutting out. And some of these pieces you may have to delete. Don't move them off to your screen because that is just going to mess up your position of your laser. But if they don't fit on the little box you create, you just want to delete those parts. You can come back later and cut those out later. So these two pieces here, I'm actually going to delete those before I actually start cutting with my laser. So the files that you drag on your screen are probably going to automatically be set to engrave, but if you select all of your elements by drawing a box, you can easily change that up here at the top of the screen to cut. And I am going to change my material to basswood, and I'm putting the maximum thickness, which is 5 millimeters, and that should cut out everything perfectly if you're using the 1/8 inch basswood. And now I'm deleting those pieces, and now I should be ready to cut. I also removed the rectangle that represented my piece of wood because I don't want to cut out my piece of wood. So now I am just sending this to my laser. You want to make sure your laser is on and connected to your program. This little blue dot is going to tell you where your laser is going to start cutting. Over here on the left of your screen is your control panel. You can actually move your laser using these arrow keys, which is what I'm going to do, and position it to start wherever you want it to start cutting. And here I'm using those arrows on my computer screen, and I'm just pushing down and to the left to position my laser to get a perfect starting point to start cutting. Once I have it positioned, I'm just going to hit start, and it's automatically going to begin cutting out my project. Once it is done with the first cut, I'm just going to remove my plywood from the laser mat, and you can see this just took one cut. All these pieces came out perfectly. Even all these little tiny pieces fell right out after the first cut. Now I've moved all of my wood over, and I'm going back in with that second cut to get these last two pieces. These are the pieces that I deleted first. I just went back in my program and put those back in to cut out, and now I have all the pieces done, ready to paint. I'm going to go ahead and cut out the 4th of July pieces the same way. I just dragged that file onto my screen, deleted all the pieces that wouldn't fit. I'm trying to use all the scrap wood that I can, so I'm trying to match my scrap wood with what is showing on my screen. You just kind of have to take an eyeball approach to this and kind of see what works. You can try engraving an area to kind of check to make sure that you are cutting out on good wood before you actually cut out. That gives you kind of an idea of where your laser is going to cut. But now I have all of my decor cut out, ready to go. I'm so excited with it. It turned out so good. I'm really loving this laser cutter. And now the fun part is going to be painting these. A trick I learned for these little tiny pieces, if you leave them in the area or the shape that they were cut out of, it gives a stable base for them to sit in while you paint. So I'm just painting all these little petals inside of that little cutout area that they came out of. That makes it super easy. I don't have to hold each one of them and get paint all over my fingers. But I went ahead and just painted the rest of these. I'm using acrylic paint in a mustard color for the yellow parts of this honeybee theme, and then I'm going to be using gray and white on the rest of these. Now I have everything painted. I'm just going to use some Gorilla Glue, and I like to use a paintbrush to get around these little tiny pieces just to put the glue on there so I don't have a lot of mess. And I'm just going to glue all of these pieces together. Here are all the unfinished pieces we cut out with our laser cutter, including the Patriotic decor that I went ahead and painted off camera also. And here is the finished products. So thanks guys so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope this gave you some ideas if you're thinking about getting a laser cutter or just wanting to make some tiered tray decor or decor for this summer. Don't forget to check out this NewQ device. This is gonna be so handy for you if you have a business or even if you just wanna back up your photos of your family and kids and things like that. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you back again in my next video.